Welcome to this explainer. Today we are stepping into the truly ultra-realistic world of premium hotel operations. In an era that's completely dominated by cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and instant digital syncing, the idea of managing a luxury hotel with just a pen and a paper ledger might seem like a relic of a bygone age. But the truth is, mastering these manual foundations is exactly what elevates a standard operator into a distinguished, top-tier hospitality professional.
Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I am pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We look forward to supporting your professional growth in the hospitality industry. This program is perfectly designed to deliver high-quality, trustworthy education guided by real-world industry experience. We are here to literally deconstruct the manual systems that quietly power today's most sophisticated digital tools.
Okay. Here is our agenda for this masterclass. We will kick things off with the concept of the analog heart, then move into the master documents, explore the precise reservation sequence, and look at mods and cancellations. Finally, we're going to weigh the strengths and limitations, and discuss relevance in the digital era. Let's dive in.
Section 1. The analog heart. The logic behind modern property management.
Think about it. Before the very first computer ever arrived at a polished mahogany front desk, hotels were seamlessly managed through a highly sophisticated series of physical registers. In any hotel, you have a strictly fixed number of rooms to sell each night, right? Now, in a digital property management system, or PMS, the computer automatically prevents you from selling the same room twice. Easy. But in a manual environment, the reservation agent acts as the absolute guardian of that inventory. There are absolutely no automated alerts flashing on a screen to catch a mistake. The entire process relies entirely on the physical movement of information, requiring meticulous attention to detail and just unparalleled organizational skills.
Moving right along to Section 2, the master documents, the legal and operational mirrors of a hotel.
So let's look at the specific physical tools that make this whole analog system function. To manage a property without software, 3 primary documents are absolutely essential. We call these the 3 pillars of the manual office. And I really want to stress here, these aren't just, random notebooks lying around the back office. No, they are the legal and operational mirrors reflecting the hotel's exact business health at any given second.
It's brilliant, really, because each of these documents serves a completely unique, non-overlapping purpose. First, you have the reservation book. That is your master register, organized chronologically by arrival date, and its main job is to track the details of the stay itself, like the rate, the room type, and the source of the booking. Next up is the availability chart, sometimes called the density chart. This one tracks the room via a visual grid, with rooms going down the vertical axis and dates stretching out across the horizontal. Finally, we have the guest index card. This one focuses entirely on the person, and it's organized alphabetically. It tracks their permanent contact details, past stays, and specific preferences, like always requiring extra towels. Actually, fun fact, this was literally the original form of database marketing.
Now, because there is no software to instantly sync all these details together, the staff must meticulously cross-reference all 3 documents. This manual handshake is incredibly powerful. It literally forces the hotelier to build an intuitive mental map of the property. You develop this deep, almost instinctual understanding of room categories, guest preferences, and the daily ebb and flow of occupancy. It just becomes second nature.
All right, Section 3, the reservation sequence, executing the perfect booking.
Now that we know our tools, let's explore how a booking is physically executed with absolutely zero margin for error. When an inquiry comes in, step 1 is consulting that visual availability chart to find a vacant hole for the requested dates. Step 2, once confirmed, you record the intricate details into the chronologically organized reservation book. Step 3 involves assigning a unique manual confirmation code. And finally, Step 4, you dispatch a physical confirmation, traditionally via a handwritten letter or a fax, which serves as the guest's concrete proof of agreement.
I want to pause on Step 3 for just a moment because manual confirmation codes aren't just random numbers spat out by an algorithm. They often follow a very specific, human-driven logic. For example, the code might be the arrival date followed directly by the booking agent's personal initials. This simple little coding system ensures that every single booking remains completely unique, easily traceable, and, crucially, it holds the agent personally accountable for the accuracy of the reservation.
Once that physical correspondence is sent out, a copy gets filed away in what's called a date file, based on the arrival date. This creates a physical arrival folder that the front desk team will rely on when the guest actually walks through those lobby doors.
You can think of this physical folder as the direct, tangible precursor to the digital guest profiles we see on screens today. It literally holds the entire narrative of the guest's upcoming stay right in one place.
Section 4. Mods and Cancellations. Protecting Hotel Revenue.
Getting a booking right the first time is one thing, but modifying it? That is where true operational discipline is tested. In a modern system, if a guest calls up to change their arrival date, you just drag and drop a box on a screen. Super simple. But in a manual system, wow, it is a labor-intensive process. You have to physically locate the original entry in the reservation book, neatly cross it out, carefully write a completely new entry on the correct date, and then physically erase and redraw the lines on the visual density chart. It requires a heavy physical weight of action to ensure absolute accuracy. You really feel the change you're making.
So, the absolutely crucial point here is understanding the real threat of cancellations. If a cancellation isn't processed immediately, it leads to something called phantom occupancy. This is a critical operational error where the visual availability chart shows that a room is full, but it's actually sitting empty just because an agent failed to log the cancellation. This directly hits the hotel's bottom line because it completely prevents the resale of that room. It's a total revenue killer.
To protect against this phantom threat, a professional manual office utilizes a strict cancellation cleanup protocol. The agent must log the cancellation number, the reason, and the date. They must meticulously remove the booking from the ledger, physically erase the line from the chart, and instantly make that room available for resale. This precise, disciplined cleanup is exactly what separates a chaotic, error-prone front desk from a highly professional, revenue-protecting operation.
Section 5. Strengths and Limitations. Strategic Balance.
You might be wondering, why do we even still study this alongside modern tech? Well, because there's an ultimate operational trade-off happening here. On the strength side, manual systems boast an incredibly low setup cost. I mean, there's no expensive software licenses or hardware to maintain. But most importantly, they are completely immune to power outages or internet failures. It's the ultimate fail-safe. However, on the limitation side, there's a very high risk of human error. A single misplaced digit can literally ruin a booking. Plus, there is no real-time sync with travel agents across locations, and calculating metrics like the average daily rate, that requires hours of manual, tedious math at the end of every single day.
Section 6. Digital Era. Why Training Matters. Let's explore exactly why this analog training is your secret weapon in today's digital landscape. Really, it comes down to the concept of mental gymnastics. When you learn to manage a hotel manually, you are learning the fundamental why behind the software. You understand that when you casually click a button to confirm a booking in a modern PMS, the computer is essentially performing these exact same analog tasks behind the scenes. It's checking a chart, it's writing in a ledger, and it's updating a profile. You just can't see it doing it. This knowledge completely transforms you into an unparalleled asset. It becomes the ultimate risk management tool. Think about it. A professional who can calmly pull out a paper density chart during a massive power outage or a global cyber attack, that person maintains absolute guest confidence. No panic, just service. Furthermore, without a glowing computer screen to hide behind, the reservation agent is forced to engage deeply with the guest. It fosters active listening, meticulous care, and the truly human-centric hallmarks of real five-star service.
Ultimately, manual reservation procedures are far more than just a history lesson. They are a complete masterclass in the logic of room inventory management and a vital toolkit for operational resilience. So I'll leave you with this provocative thought to consider. When the inevitable happens and the digital screens at your front desk suddenly go dark, will you be just another technician waiting helplessly for a system reboot, or will you be a true, masterful hotelier leading the way? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I wish you exceptional success in your hospitality careers.